So I don't know if Eve felt salty about Nicki Minaj, but it's just not enough. Let's watch the video.
No matter what industry you are in, if you have been at a place in your life or your career where you may have been that one, that person, that thing, and someone comes in and it's, of course, we're human.
Right.
Of course you feel insecure. Of course you feel protective. Of course you feel, wow, do I still belong here? What is going on?
Ma'am, it just sounds like you need a sense of self.
I felt like it was important for me to write because it also talks about a time in my life where I wasn't going to those tools of drinking and doing other things to help me cope with my anxieties. I had to go to other modalities like therapy.
Over Nicki Minaj? Come on, ma'am. Ma'am. Come on now.
Yeah, and then, and as people will read, it all was my stuff. It has nothing to do with her. It was all these things coming from the industry, I think also had a lot to do with it.
Why should the industry have an impact on your mind? It don't even make sense. Like, I'm trying to understand why Nicki Minaj makes you feel as if you're inferior as an artist, to the point where you needed to go seek therapy. Like, maybe you was going for some other things as well, or maybe I just looked over that, but it just seemed like, all of the energy and the focus was on Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know whether you doing this to help her career or whether you doing this to, bring some hype around your name. But at the end of the day, like, ma'am, once you reach a certain age and a certain, peak in the game, it's like you should expect this. I don't know if you did your research prior to becoming an artist, but ma'am, like, you've passed your prime. I don't understand why you confused and why you need. Hey, I really don't know why, but.
Of being the one female. I was even thinking, I guess I was thinking, I guess I was holding on to that, thinking like, well, how can she be here and how can I be here? Which is stupid, which is so dumb.
If you, I don't know if you understand what's going on in most communities in the world, or if you just looked over that, but I would suggest that most people, just pay attention to psychology in general. You know what I'm saying? That should be something that should be a prerequisite, if you want to just be anything intellectual at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe none of y'all want to be that, but just to have like a basic understanding of your own mind, I would just suggest that you get into some psychology as a person, simply because, what we doing is the same thing that everybody else is doing in their regular life. This ain't even got nothing to do with, making music. This is why I said, I don't even know why she mentioned the music industry. This has totally something to do with specifically you. You know what I'm saying? It's like most people have a competitive nature, and especially in certain communities like the Black community or the Moorish community, or I don't know what you want to call yourself, but at the end of the day, right? Crab in the barrel mentalities. You feel what I'm saying? Some people do not grow out of that trauma. No matter where they move to on this planet, they're still the same person, And it's like, maybe that's why you sought therapy and you came to that realization after that. But that's why I really recommend that most people, if not all, if possible, if you just like to, just get into certain, just a little bit of psychology, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it could really make you an empowered person. And what we doing is not enough automatically in the first place. You feel me? But this could, generate a different train of thought within the mind. You feel me? And maybe, just maybe, you'll stop making them same mistakes. And you will know why. You understand? It don't always got to be, putting it on somebody else's response. You don't got to give your responsibility to somebody else, is what I'm saying. Like, not to knock people's Lord, or not to knock, people's family, or not to knock, people's way of thought. But at the end of the day, you can't blame nobody else but yourself. So don't blame Jesus, God, Allah, nobody else but you. You know what I'm saying?